Good morning, everybody. My name is Eve Clown. I work for Stucco software, and today we're starting something new. We are going to do something that we're calling Change Log. And what this is going to be a weekly series of videos like this one, which we are streaming live and will save to our YouTube channel, and written articles that I wrote, which we'll be publishing after this. Hopefully, it'll all work out. The goal here is to show you all how Stucco software makes apps with our sort of strange new way of doing things, which is what we're calling post-platform. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that right now, lots of your web apps on the internet are platforms, which are a cool word and makes a lot of people a lot of money. But what it basically means is there are websites and web apps that own your data, like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Mint or YNAB or anything, all these things. You log into them, then you post to them and you use them. And all that data lives in the application servers. Pardon me one second. All right, I'm getting over a cough. Tricky because I don't have any lungs. I don't know how it works, but here we go. So what we're doing instead of Stucco software is we're trying to make a website, a new ecosystem of web applications that is post-platform, that works to take your data out of the application. So like LinkedIn doesn't need to own all of your CV data. You can just own your CV data and then use an application like LinkedIn to do the stuff that LinkedIn does. Today, we're going to start this series on a simple budgeting app. This is something that we use a lot in the Clown household for keeping track of like weekly, monthly spending on groceries and mustache wax, things like that. So, we're going to get started today. This is going to be a pretty simple stream. We're just going to show you how we set up a project, get up our CI/CD workflows, that's continuous integration and continuous deployment, and a quick sample of how we work most of the time, which is with trunk-based development, which is basically Git for cowboys. Basically, the way they tell you not to work when you start working in tech, that's what we do. It's great. So, without any further ado, here we go. All right. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to be setting up a new project with SvelteKit. We're going to be hooking that up to a project repository on GitHub. Then we are going to be deploying that to Netlify, and we'll go from there. Here's our Pocket Change repository on GitHub. This is a public repo, so you'll be able to go here and follow along. We'll publish commits and stuff. We're going to use SvelteKit. We really like SvelteKit. Sorry. Because it lets us do front end, back end, APIs, whatever we want to do, however we want to do it. It makes the kind of apps that we want to make really easily. So, we'll use the npx sv create pocket change to set up the scaffolding, pick some templates. We don't like TypeScript around here, but we do like vtest. We'll pick a SvelteKit adapter because that makes it easy to deploy wherever you want. Unit testing is important, and Netlify is where we're going to go. All right, so that's going to set up all the project, install the dependencies, blah, 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 blah. All right. So we go into our project here, start the dev server, and there it is. Okay, cool, great. I'll close that tab, don't need that. All right, so here is our simple skeleton SvelteKit application. It's just regular, nothing going on. Let's push that up to our repo here. We'll add the remote. Oh, we gotta actually make this a project, huh? Okay, now we can add the remote. There's all the stuff. Add that, stage it all in. I can type, yeah, big old fat fingers here. All right, add that to the repository and push it up. Straight to main. There you go. It's called trunk-based development, kids. Try it at home. Try it at work. It's cool. Sorry. Okay, so how do we make it work on Netlify? We have to do a couple of Netlify things. Netlify tells us how to do it because they want us to do it. So we need to attach the connector to the SvelteKit config, which tells it how to compile for the platform. I think we already have that. I think that was part of the default skeleton. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Easy. All right, what else do we need? Okay, we need a netlify.toml that tells it how to actually build and run the code once it's on the platform. So let's make one of those. Save that. Okay, paste that. All right, did we spell that right? I can never spell Netlify. Is it Netlify? Netlify? I don't know. Let's just make sure. Okay, that's right. Okay. I think that's all we need. Let's add that to the repo. Netlify.toml for CI/CD deployments. Okay. And add the project from GitHub. Not Nick's account, but Stucco's account. And we gotta look for the project in here. There it is. Okay, great. All right, we'll name the project Pocket Change. Oh, that's already a thing. Okay, how about Pocket Change? with no hyphen. Is that a Thork? No, okay, that's a thing too. Okay, we'll namespace it. Namespace, kids. It's important. Okay, Stucco pocket change.netlify.app. That's a thing we can do. All these defaults look okay. And go! Yeah! Project deployment in progress. All right, we're gonna add a domain here on the Stucco.software spot because domains are really important for Stucco apps and these kinds of applications in general. So you're gonna want to need one. We're gonna call this pocket change.stucco.software. This will be our production deployment. So we'll take this over to Namecheap, which is our DNS provider, and we'll change our text records like this. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Alright, what's that value we need? Alright. What's more fun than watching DNS live on stream? Ha! Alright, there it goes. Add subdomain there. Right. Okay. SSL. We're gonna need that. But it needs to verify the domain first. Does that work? Oh, is this a paid plans only? Oh wait, no, that's something else. Okay. I'm just gonna double check, make sure that this is gonna be set up right. DNS can take a while, up to like a day, which is kind of annoying, but it's DNS. What are you gonna do? All right, well, let's see if our initial deployment worked out. Oh, no, where'd it go? What's going on here? Deployment. Oh, yeah, that worked okay. That's nice. And so we should just be able to go to it and see it. Did we do something wrong? Netlify? Open production. Oh. Oh, here's the problem. It's trying to go to Stucco Software's subdomain, but that DNS hasn't propagated yet, so we're going to have to use the netlify.app domain. All right, what do we name this thing again? Stucco pocket change.netlify.app. Wow, there it is. Okay, we got a production deployment of a SvelteKit application in what's been like 10 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate the CI/CD trunk-based development workflow. We're going to change this from welcome to SvelteKit to pocket change with a space. I don't know. We'll have to get our style guide people on this one. All right, and then we're going to just change this to, okay, simple budgeting for clowns. Nice. Okay, we're going to commit these changes to GitHub. Directly to main. With trunk-based development, you develop a feature, make sure it works on local, then you just push it to main, and then it goes to production. So you go from idea to production commit in like 20 seconds is the goal. Okay, so let's check our deployments, make sure that's working out okay. Yeah, it's building. We can take a look at that. It's doing all this kind of SvelteKit stuff, compiling the code base, because SvelteKit is a compile time web framework for JavaScript and Node. Looks okay. Looks all good. Someone's talking to me on Discord. They're going to have to wait. We're live on stream. I thought I had Do Not Disturb on. Okay. Did that deploy work? It's good. Let's see if it changed. Ta-da! We did it. We pushed to main, went to deployment. Our production is still on DNS zone, but that's okay. Check back later. We'll post this video and drop links to the production domain once DNS propagates, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, something I was going to show you before the stream started, but I forgot, is this architecture diagram of what we're going to be building. Which is, you know, that's what they pay me the big bucks for. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in for our first stream. It was a short one, maybe like, what, 10 minutes? 20 minutes? So I had some time. If there's anybody in chat who wants to ask any questions. I'd be happy to do a little Q&A right now. Maybe we'll trim it out of the video later, but we'll see. I see. On the title card screen, do the yellow pixels win and cover? No. It's random. They just change a color to a random color. We're thinking about making some actual cellular automata stuff so things happen, and it's not just like visual noise chaos. But you know how these fun ideas happen. You have an idea and then you ignore it for a year. And then one day you do it, maybe. All right, well, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week for Changelog Part 2, where we actually do something interesting. Okay, bye everybody.